So welcome back to Favorite Friday. For the final place for this week, we are going to Turkey. I definitely know this is my first time in Turkey because I feel like I would have remembered it if I had covered it before. And I checked the map. This is my first time. For some context behind this case, there's a lot of information regarding this specific murder case, but some context apparently behind the country of Turkey. Apparently, it is said, I've never lived in Turkey. I don't know anybody that lives in Turkey. But from what it sounds like, apparently you could pretty much like rape a woman, potentially even kill her and get off scot-free or even with a light sentence. So I didn't know that going into this case. I found that out while researching this case, and I definitely thought that was interesting, and I should give that as context before I start just talking about the case at hand here. Now, whether you believe that she went into a little bit of overkill, that's definitely up for debate. The way that our victim died, I definitely would have took him out in the same way, but probably not that last part. But again, everybody's different. Everybody reacts to things differently. Definitely let me know what you would have done down below. Had you lived in Turkey, because like most of y'all live in the States like I do, and so obviously like the rules when it comes to that sort of stuff is like different everywhere. So with that being said, I'm gonna quit my rambling, give us public and known, sources down below as always, and let's go and get started. So we're gonna start off with Nevin. Nevin was, I'm gonna estimate that she was born in 1986 because it gave like how old she was when our murder occurred. However, it did not give a date of birth. So I would like to assume she was born in 1986 based off the age we have when the murder happens, right? So it said that she gets married. Doesn't say when she gets married, but apparently she has 2 kids by her husband. In June of 2012, her husband has to leave out of town for like work. So he has his aunt's husband, who apparently is Neruddian Wilder, who apparently is 35 at the time of our incident, basically come over and make sure that Nevin is okay. And apparently, unfortunately, it is said that so the husband left in January 2012, left her with Neruddian. He is regularly raping her. It is said that the baby was conceived in February 2012, so pretty quickly. And then apparently it said that he had photos and videos of him raping her, because like I said, this is a repeated thing. So then she tries to go get an abortion at 14 weeks, because obviously, like, we're not going to sit here and, like, carry my rapist baby. That's what we're not going to do. And so apparently the limit, you can't get an abortion, at least in Turkey, past 10 weeks. So she was already past the due date. And then the only exception to this rule is if the fetus would have been impaired, so I guess grew up with, like, a physical disability, or the mother's life was literally life or death. Like, if you don't get this baby out of her, the mom's gonna die. Those are only 2 exceptions to that rule. And since apparently neither one of those qualified for her, she was not to carry this baby full term. So then on the fateful day of August 28th, 2012, Nevin apparently would snap and shoot Nuderin 5 times and then go and behead him. She would then take his head up onto the town square and say, this is what happens when you mess with my honor. And so 3 months later, on November 17th, she would eventually give birth to a girl. They obviously do a DNA test in February of 2013. I don't know whether they got the DNA sample from him and waited until the child was old enough to do the DNA test, or they went to a family member to try to see if there was any, like, they were related at all. And the child did come out to be Naruto. And of course, some people stopped having sympathy for her because it said that they actually were in a consensual relationship and that pretty much the whole family knew. Apparently there was messages between the 2 of them going back like at least 3 years, and that apparently she would say that, I did say that I loved him in the messages, but I only did it because I was scared of him. And then apparently she's declared like mentally unstable in 2014. So Nevin, she testifies basically her version of what happened the day of the murder, because also we don't have Neruddian's, however the hell you say his name. Basically her version is that she was on the roof and that he wanted to take her somewhere. Obviously, she's regularly being raped, so she kind of already knows, like, where this is going. And she's like, that's not going to go down. She apparently gets off the roof. Why she was even on the roof in the first place, it didn't say. But apparently she was on the roof. She goes in the house. Apparently there's a gun that's just casually just on the wall of the house. She goes and gets that gun. She shoots him. Sorry. By the time she goes back outside, Neruddian is actually now on the roof. She shoots him. He gets his gun. He tries to go for his gun that apparently is on the side of him. She shoots him again before he can. Him and the gun fail, and he tried to escape, and then she shot him again. There's 3 shots. Where the other 2 shots came in, don't know. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's it for the first case out of Turkey. Definitely know what you think down below. Do you think that she should have gotten life? Do you think she should have gotten to jail like at all? Do you think that the beheading was a little bit too much? Because most people do, but considering like what he did to her, they figured let's get beheaded. And so yeah, definitely know what you think down below. You have any similar cases of this? Definitely let me know. You have more cases out of Turkey because Turkey is definitely an interesting country from what I've seen. Definitely let me know. I cover fatal females 3 times every week. Subscribe for more fatal females. Sources down below as always. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt, never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm.